Hey, this is Pamela Schneider. I'm the retail editor for Blue Book Services, and this is the Produce Reporter Week in Review. Greg Johnson, our Director of Media Development, covered some freeze, but not Texas this week. What's going on in Yuma?
Right, I worked with my friends at Marcon Cooperative out in Salinas, and they have suppliers in the desert, the California, Arizona desert area, and they had some freeze, very light freezing, and it did affect some supplies, but it was mostly last week and over the weekend. And we had a story on Tuesday talking about its effects in the market. It was fairly light at that point. Demand was lower, and then they've since updated it later in the week, and supplies are coming on and demand is starting to increase, and they're getting pretty close to finishing the season there and going up to Huron in the next couple weeks, and then they're planning on early April being up in Salinas for the spring summer season. Speaking of Salinas, I talked to a robotics technology company this week called Bear Flag, and they have an autonomous tractor technology that is being used already in the Salinas area, and they said it's going to be used more extensively this spring. They had worked with some companies there, including Church Brothers, who I talked to. It's a pretty cool program. It's not allowed under California law right now to have autonomous tractors, according to what other health and occupation division it is in the California law. But once it is, the person I talked to at Church Brothers says ideally they would have about 4 tractors running in their fields autonomously 24 hours a day, and they would have just one person in a truck basically monitoring it. So the amount that they could turn a field around would dramatically decrease, which would increase productivity. So we keep talking about robotics, how close it is. Here's something that's pretty close to the market if only California law would allow it.
And the California laws are changing pretty rapidly, because I can remember covering recently autonomous grocery deliveries, the Neuro and those companies. There has been some movement in those California laws to allow for autonomous drivers. So I suspect that it's not too far off, especially since so much of this technology and innovation is happening in the Silicon Valley anyway. You would think that they would have some pull with their legislators to be able to get that stuff moving. So that's a fascinating story, and we'll definitely keep watching. Our readers seem to be very interested in automated systems, ghost kitchens, dark stores, anything automated that optimizes labor, I guess, would be what you'd call it.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of weather, is there an update from Texas this week?
70 and sunny, actually. The official updates that I'm
I
seeing.
meant for the crop, not for your backyard.
The official updates that I'm seeing, from people that I'm hearing from and from social media, it looks like onions and cabbage could bounce back. They may have some pressure from pests from onions, because that's one of the things that can happen when you have distressed crops, is that they're going to need more applications of crop protectants. Peaches, I read a story that says that Texas peaches looks like a lot of them were just getting their chill hours in and they hadn't already budded and sent out flowers. However, around the corner from me, the peach tree, I took a beautiful picture of peach blossoms encased in ice. So I think it also depends on exactly where you were in Texas, because I'm sure there were some peaches that did freeze. But it looks like most of the greens, anything that was more tender, shards, kale, things like that, cilantro definitely. It's if they're going to replant, they can hustle and get it done, but it looks like probably the end of the season for that stuff. Texas A&M did send out an update to estimates for crop losses, and it doubled from the last update, from about 300 million to about 600 million.
That sucks.
So 70 and sunny, but everything's dead and rotting in the fields. Boom. But what isn't dead and rotting, I guess, I don't know, it's kind of a weird segue. What isn't dead and rotting? No, actually, I saw this week in a survey that the burger chain Red Robinson conducted, talking about pandemic vegetable consumption. And this kind of goes along with what we've been covering from the State of the Plate, where we suspect that vegetable consumption is going up as people are eating more of their meals at home. So Red Robin worked with this survey firm to talk to people about their vegetable eating habits, kind of to drum up interest in a new menu items that they have. And it found something that just like blows my mind. In the top 5 vegetables that they surveyed about, broccoli and spinach were among the ones that people, the top ones that people said that they were tried for the first time or tried recently, and that it was something that they didn't enjoy before that they are enjoying now. I do like that data point, that it's something that they tried before, didn't like, tried again, do like. So giving vegetables another chance. But the whole thing, the whole study was to drum up interest for deep fried cauliflower wings, which...
We always have to make vegetables unhealthy.
It's not even a vegetable. The picture of it is these nuggets of fried things surrounded by potato chips. And it's blue cheese on top. I mean, come on. It's not even a vegetable at this point. So I don't feel like it counts. So the whole survey, the altruism of people eating more vegetables and whatever, it's just kind of ruined when you find out it's for deep fried cauliflower wings.
That sounds considerably less healthy than a new item we started buying at our local Aldi, the California or the cauliflower crust pizza.
Oh,
which
really?
is very popular at my house, especially from one kid who's not gluten completely intolerant, but mostly intolerant. Allows her to get back into that, and I suppose that's healthier.
You know what? Last night I was making gnocchi with spinach, which we eat regularly. We also eat broccoli regularly. And you know what? The thing about this survey that I've just chaps my hide is that they're identifying broccoli as something that people are trying for the first time. And broccoli is like my entry level, I'm too lazy to figure out a vegetable. Oh, we don't know what to eat? Steamed broccoli. Or even frozen bagged broccoli. Oh, throw it in the microwave, and that's what we're eating.
Yeah, it's very versatile and inoffensive.
I mean, nobody hates broccoli anymore. Come on.
No, it's one of the healthiest items out there too. It's in that classification with the like the greens and Brussels sprouts, which you do have to do a lot to make.
Yeah, I mean, broccoli can be
Broccoli, you don't.
I mean, you can just dump it in ranch, which I use the Bolthouse ranch. That is the yogurt one that's actually only got 30 calories per serving. I mean, I don't care how much of that my kids put on their broccoli. But I mean, it's good that way. It's good steamed. It's good roasted. If you've never roasted broccoli, you're missing out. I don't know. Broccoli is like the MVP of nutritious vegetables that everyone likes or should like. I mean, I remember when George Bush didn't like it back in the day. That's fine. We've all turned the corner. We all recognize that broccoli is delicious.
Yeah, well, broccoli's still around and George H.W. isn't.
Oh, too soon, man. I'm in Texas. Well, that's it for the Produce Reporter Week in Review. If you are not getting the Produce Reporter newsletter, you need to go to producebluebook.com and sign up.